Hello Amazon sellers, welcome back to Revstep. This is Adam Marriott here, and today we're going to talk about some basic principles about Amazon, some things that you need to consider as you start to launch products. And first thing we're going to talk about is the equation for success. The equation for success looks like traffic times conversion rate times average order value. And that equals success on Amazon. Let's talk about traffic. So traffic is how you're driving people into your listings, your website, or wherever you're going. So how do we get traffic? There's paid traffic and there's organic traffic. So what does paid traffic entail? Paid traffic entails, your campaigns, your PPC, your advertisements, all of the different ways that you're spending money to give people the impressions that they need. So when they see your product coming up on Amazon and it says sponsored and they view it, that's an impression. They don't have to click on it, but they view it and they see your brand. In 2003, when you wanted to promote your brand and have somebody have confidence to buy it, all you had to do was show your brand or get in front of that person 3 times. Today, you have to get in front of that person 13 times. So 13 impressions, wherever that might be on social media, on Amazon, on your website, on Google Ads, wherever that might be. Those are the impressions that are driving sales, and not just ad sales, but paid advertising drives organic sales. Don't forget that, because some people think, oh, I'm spending so much money on advertising and my advertising dollars aren't turning into like a really great ACoS. Well, if your total sales are coming up, and that's what we're talking about, your organic growing, don't worry so much about what the cost is as much as you're talking about your paid search. Because if your overall sales are growing, that's how you're going to start to scale your business. Different strategies for different phases of the program of your product lifecycle, but that's a basic idea about what traffic is. Next is conversion rate. So conversion rate, that is sales velocity. That is whether you're in stock. Do you have good reviews? Is your pricing appropriate? A lot of these things you have to take into account in order to get a better conversion rate. And what are you doing outside of Amazon, for example? Are you doing advertisements? Are you using influencers? Are they posting for you? Are you getting user-generated content? Are you doing any kind of Google Ads? How active are you on these social platforms that are driving sales into Amazon, and at Amazon, getting those sales and getting a better ranking, because Amazon does reward you for driving sales outside of Amazon into Amazon. And the third part was average order value. So average order value, how do you increase how much each customer spends? Well, that might be bundling. So you have all your individual products, you can do virtual bundling on Amazon. You can do pricing, promoting your brand in such a way that you don't have to discount like all the rest of the companies that are selling maybe a similar product. You have complementary products that might be included in a bundle. Variations, and really you're looking at your product. And if you're just going into development, an ideation about what product you're going to launch, you definitely want to see if that product is inimitable. In other words, not imitatable. And if it's not, if it's a game, if it's a creative thing that people can get behind, it's not something that China can knock off. So those are some considerations on keeping that average order value high. Okay, so now you have an equation for success. Traffic times conversion rate times average order value. You're going to focus differently on each one of those. Now I want to talk a little bit about what Amazon's goals are versus what your goals are. Amazon's goals, and funny enough, revenue and profit is not in the top 3. So the top 3, number 1 is product selection. Number 2 is having a low price. Their goal is to have a low price, for you to have a low price. And number 3 is shopping convenience. So nowhere in there is profitability. So how does that compare to your goals, whatever your goals are? I'll tell you one thing, Amazon's not going to optimize your listing. They're not going to optimize your PPC campaigns, and they're not going to really consider what your margin is. All they want to do is make sure that you're giving that selection to the customer. And so consider that. Amazon likes control. They like to control your price. Have you ever listed a product at $20 and then in the off season marked it down to $15? Say it's a winter product. In the summer, you mark it down to $15. You need to blow some of that back out. Winter comes back around, you say, okay, now it's $20, and Amazon says, not so fast. You are exceeding what the price should be on this, so we're not going to let you mark it up at that price, and we're going to suppress your listing. Well, that's Amazon controlling your listing, how much you want to sell. They don't take into consideration what your margin is. How about, how much you spend on PPC? If you are giving Amazon the control over your PPC, to say, yeah, I'll just take whatever you suggest and spend whatever you suggest, then you're winging it on PPC. Do not give Amazon control, because they will spend your money and it will run out by 9 a.m. And their only recommendation is to spend more money. So consider what their goals are versus your goals and take control of your PPC. I'm gonna come out with another video right after this that talks about PPC and how you can structure based on your goals of scaling, maintaining, or just cash cowing your business within the Amazon network. So hopefully this has been helpful to set up a framework of what to consider as you launch a product and as you advertise it on Amazon.